I thought it might be useful to introduce myself a little bit. It was done already in a formal way because it seems to be the habit in the region to put a curricula vitae in circulation, but maybe you allow me still to say just a few words about myself. As said, my name is Andreas Kalk, and my team in the Philippines already advised me not to say any more that I'm a newcomer, because after saying it 3, 4, or 5 times, people feel that it is always the same story. But nonetheless, being just 3 months in this new position, I feel that I'm somehow a newcomer still in the region. And most particularly, of course, I'm a newcomer here in Fiji. I arrived late last night by a direct flight from Sydney to Suva. I saw the city basically by night. I got a first impression late in the bar still of Fiji Gold, which is a nice beer, as I must really tell you, as a German, yeah, it is a nice beer and I enjoyed it. And I saw this morning the beautiful environment of the hotel, but this is, apart from having read some documents, this is all about, I know about the country, so I'm very curious to spend some time here with you and to learn more about the country altogether, and of course about your work more specifically. As said, I've spent more than 5 years in Central Africa, in Yaoundé, and I mention this a second time because, of course, in this region where the Congo forest is localized, which some people even within the context of our ministries label the left part of the world's lung, yeah? We had a lot to do with forest conservation altogether, and also with approaches to REDD more specifically. Myself, I'm, as said as well, I'm a medical doctor. I learned with pleasure, though, that one can advance to higher positions in SPC, also being a medical doctor, yeah? But I understand much less about REDD than you do, so I'm absolutely not in a position to explain you any details about that. Please allow me to say a few words about Germany and the German government's role in this context. Even starting from a mixture of romantic and technical reasons, I think Germans for quite some time, I would dare to say even for centuries, and Wolf and myself, we spoke about it yesterday when driving from airport to town, Germany is really for quite some time interested in forest conservation. There are lots of reasons for that, but in the context of climate change, of mitigating climate change, of adapting to it, this old interest became quite a new focus. And I think for many, many years now, also, of course, with the increase of the Green Party in Germany and its role in day-to-day political conversation, Germany tries in some ways, in Germany itself, as well as outside of the country, to become one of the key players in forest conservation, not only for the proper forest context, but of course as well in the context of mitigating climate change. Now the Germans are always, or mostly, more complicated than any others, yeah? And they are somehow proud of it. There is this general interest of the German government, yeah? Then now GIZ and 2 German ministries play a certain role in this context. GIZ, represented here by me now, is the executive agency of the German government for technical cooperation. And there are 2 distinct ministries in Germany having an interest in environment. One of them, and this is here and now and today not the interesting one. One of them is the Ministry for Economic Development and Cooperation, which finances projects, I think, for decades, also in this region. Projects basically implemented right now, for the moment being, by Wolf Killman, sitting over there. Yeah? And the other ministry, which has little to do with cooperation in its proper sense, is our Ministry of Environment. Our Ministry of Environment is, to be truthful, not so much interested in working on the ground in order to alleviate poverty or to help poorer populations to set up themselves, but our Ministry of Environment has an utmost interest in financing projects in order to gain experience for the international climate dialogue. Yeah? And in this context, I think it is very ready and interested also defend the interests and the rights and the claims of the countries here in the Pacific region. Yeah? So if you want me to say it like this, it finances projects, it gains arguments for the international discussion, arguments which can be defended hopefully by you as well and will be defended by the German government. This is why it is active here as well, and as many of these projects are in the field of technical cooperation, GIZ is there as well, the executive agency. The volume of our Ministry of Environment, the financial volume of projects financed worldwide is more or less 120 million euro per year. I think a euro is more or less 1 to 2 Fiji dollars. Yeah? So if I'm well informed, otherwise please tell it to me, Wolf. Yeah? This corresponds more or less to 250 million Fiji dollars spent worldwide to gain such kind of experiences. And I think it's a very laudable initiative of Kalle, as I call him in a German nickname, so to say. Yeah. I think it's a very laudable initiative to organize a workshop for a thorough evaluation of one of these projects financed here exactly in the context of REDD. Having established this way, yeah, more or less the general context through my own eyes, yeah, I'm looking forward to very fruitful discussions here. I'm very curious to be informed about the outcomes as well. And last not least, I do not thank you once again only for the decoration, but also I thank you very cordially for your kind attention, for listening a little bit to me, and for having me accepted to play such a pronounced role here in the opening ceremony of this workshop. So let us all look forward now to having very nice discussions. Thank you very much.